Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrienne Keyser and I'm your over 50s fashion diva. Here on my channel, we talk about fashion, of course, but also beauty, lifestyle, travel, and anything trending in social media on any of those topics. So if you want to stay relevant over 50, you come to the right place. Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday night. Happy Milan Fashion Week. That's what we're here to do tonight. There's going to be no dilly dally tonight because the list of shows that we've got to get through is a lot. As a matter of fact, let me grab my iPad so that I can remember all of the shows that we are going to cover tonight. I'll be able to write them down and put them in the description box after the lives. Oh, goodness. So I hope you all had an amazing week. And I decided to switch up the beverage for this evening. And instead of the adult grape juice, I've got the beverage that rhymes with pear. So, and it's Belizean. So it's my favorite Belizean. Anyway, the um, the skincare tonight, because Saturday night is self-care night. We're gonna do some self-care as we watch these shows. I won't be doing much self-care, but I hope you brought your favorite face mask and all that good fun stuff. I'm gonna be doing self-care sort of behind the scenes. I'm not gonna be stopping and introducing it and all that because, like I said, there are a lot of shows in my watch list right now. I didn't get a chance to go through the watch list just to make sure that there were weird. Sorry. All of a sudden, my phone is playing a totally different video than what I wanted to. All right, phone. Let's go here. Anyway, yes, I didn't get a chance to go through my entire watch list, but it's all right. We'll get through it. We'll get through the list. Um, so I just looked at my list of designers that I normally cover, and there are 37 designers on the list, 37 brands on my Milan Fashion Week list. So we are going to be carrying it into next week as we did New York. So Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well, just to keep it consistent. Saturday nights, we do a little bit later. And I actually enjoy doing it at this time on Saturday because, people are kind of expecting me to go live at this time. So it kind of works out nicely. But we are going to, let's see, I'm going to steam my face. Then I'm going to do my LED face mask, my LED lip mask. I'm going to fix my nails because I know I've got polish on one nail. And let's see, what other self-care am I going to do tonight? Oh, I have this Glam Glow radiance boosting hydration sheet masks. And if you have been following me for a little bit, you'll know I'm not really a sheet mask girl. I don't like that, like drippiness. But I've had this mask for forever. So I was like, okay, time to pull out the Glam Glow mask. But we are going to get started. Let me go ahead and show you guys the list because, like I said, I've just been like frenzied adding things to my watch list over the last 2 days. I mean, it's been a whirlwind of just adding things as they start posting on their channels. I do like to go to the actual designer's channel if they have their own channel. I do like to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the collections we have the potential to watch tonight. We're going to actually start with the Simone Rocha show because, well, we'll see. If it's one of those ones that's just showing photos, we're not going to do that. But I realized that during the London Fashion Week, which not a lot of people saw, I didn't advertise heavily for it. So I'm sure that, yeah, that that video is not going to get a ton of views, but it's okay. I did heavily advertise for tonight, so hopefully we've got some guests that are going to come on this evening. So we're going to start with the Simone Rocha show because it is London Fashion Week, and that'll kind of finish that off. But again, if it's just the photos, we won't do that. Then we've got the Etro show. Like I said, like I was just adding. Let me just get rid of these two videos. I was like, I need to just get rid of these other videos that are on my list because, yeah, they're just they're just in my way. Anyway, so we've got the Etro show, the Alberta Ferretti, the Prada, Philosophy, Gucci, Versace, Sport Max, MM6. That's Etro twice. Let's see if this. Oh, look at this. Why is Etro twice? Why do I have Etro twice? Oh yeah, so one is the live stream and one is the full on. So we'll watch the live stream just to get a little of that behind the scenes that I promise you guys that I'm always going to bring to you. And then we'll just watch the full 8-minute show. Then let's see, we've got Alberta Ferretti twice. Again, I think it's the same thing situation where we've got the live stream as well as the show. So the channels are posting both the live stream as well as just the show. We've got the Elisabetta Franchi, which I don't know about. I just included it because it was someone I didn't know. We've got the Cavalli show, Tran Hung, I don't know about. Oh, that's London Fashion Week? We'll see. Maybe we'll throw that in. Let's move that up to the top. Okay, I said I wasn't going to dilly and dally because there are so many shows to go through, but I do like to do things in an orderly way. I'm just sort of OCD that way. So like if it's a London Fashion Week show, I want to finish that off before we move into Milan. All right, so let's see, what else is there? The Moschino show, the Jenny show, Missoni, Iceberg. Is that twice Iceberg? Did I say Iceberg twice? Nope, just once. Okay, Iceberg, Versace, I said that twice, but this is on the Fashion Feed channel, so we'll just get rid of that one. The Fendi show, Max Mara, the Armani show, which I believe Armani actually has theirs up on their own channel, but the Dolce & Gabbana show, the Diesel show. And as you can see, some of these were literally just streamed today. So, like I said, it's a lot of shows, and there's still more to come. Milan Fashion Week is not over yet. So, all right, I just refreshed the page so that everything lined up together. And I'm actually going to, like I said, I was trying to get everything ready, but I can hear in the background the screen in my bedroom. I forgot to mute the volume, so it's a little loud. So give me just a second and let me get that. And I'm also going to have a little sip of my peer. One more thing before we get started. I did post up a video earlier today and forgot to watch it. And usually if I watch it, I try to watch it a couple times just to kind of psych the algorithm gods into saying people are watching it. So go show that video some love because it definitely needs some love. It's a really good one. It is correlating with the blog that ab-fab's design did on Liptember and Healthy Aging Month. So anyway, We've been going almost 10 minutes now. It looks like we've got some guests arriving in. Welcome, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the Simone Rocha. And again, sorry, not again, but if this is your first time joining us live for the shows, unfortunately, we cannot play the music with the collection because I'm a little bit afraid of copyright strikes. And there have been a few times that I have gotten a copyright strike in the middle of the live and it ends the live. And I hate to lose video, like an entire video. Like say if we've been going an hour and then all of a sudden I play music and it stops the video and then takes it down. A little bit of a bummer. So what we do here is we just do commentary. Goodness, woo! I need to get some water. So what we're going to be doing is just commentary as the collections walk. Please feel free to share comments and let me know how you're feeling about the collections. I'm going to try to keep my eye on the phone and respond back, but I do actually watch everything with you guys on full screen so that I can see the collection because I'm old and blind. But so drop some comments. Let me know what you think of the collections as we go along. Also, if there were any collections that we mentioned earlier that you want me to put in tonight's video, definitely drop me a comment. Let me know which video you want to see. It could be any of them. I'll go down the list one more time just for anyone that is just joining. Very quickly, Simone Rocha and Tran Hung are at London Fashion Week. We're going to knock those out first. Then we've got the Etro show. We're going to look at a little bit behind the scenes of people arriving to the show. Then we'll watch the actual show. Same with Alberta Ferretti. We'll watch a little bit of the live stream, watching people arrive. Then we'll watch the show. But we also have on the list, and we can mix these up. It doesn't have to be in this order. Prada, Philosophy, Gucci, Versace, Sportmax, MM6, Marzal Magella, Elisabetta Franchi, someone I don't know. Excited about that. It looks like it's a full live stream show, streamed a day ago. It's a full hour, so we can get a little behind the scenes action again and then watch the show. Of course, I'll fast forward through it. We've got the Cavalli show, the Jenny show, Moschino, Missoni, Iceberg, Fendi, Max Mara, Emporio Armani, the Dolce & Gabbana, and Diesel. And these are looking like some real long shows. And it looked like the Fendi show also is a long show. So we'll try to mix it up so we're kind of getting some long, some short. But usually a lot of these shows can be long. Look, the Gucci show, 40 minutes. So yeah, like I said, we got to get hopping. So why am I still talking? Okay, let's start with this Simone Rocha. See if it's going to be a full-on video or if it's just photos. We'll bypass that and wait for the actual, do what I just did. Okay, I think it's still okay. Oh, Simone Rocha. I did it. I did. Sorry. I hit the fast forward as opposed to the mute. And yeah, this looks like it's just going to be the photos of the show. So let's just go right into the Tran Hung show. And that will finish out our London Fashion Week collections. Yes, I noticed that this is being at the Waldorf because, of course, I watched a few seconds of it as I'm trying to add it into my watch list. So I did see that they show a little bit of the behind the scenes. Why is this in such bad thing? Okay. Hopefully okay, there we go. It just was, when I go back and forth, it does take a couple of seconds for the live to catch up to the feed. Okay. So this is, again, a designer I've never seen. I don't know anything about this collection, this brand, this designer, what their aesthetic is, what they are about. So this is all new for everybody. Hopefully you guys, or maybe it's new to me. Maybe you guys have been following this collection for a while, but this is a new one for me to cover. And so far, so good. enjoying the pieces coming down. I like that juxtaposition where it's sort of street casual with this overly embellished top. Really nice. Okay. 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 The oversized thing, if you weren't here with me the other night, I will just say that oversized is a little difficult for me. I am of short stature, so not always my vibe, but I can see that it's still a thing for a lot of people. Oh, let me get the steamer started. Okay, so there is menswear. Okay. Sorry, there's a lime on my in my pier, and if you see little remnants, that's what it is. It's just lime. Okay, but I like this collection. Like, I'm not mad at it. It's giving me Christian Siriano vibes. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. But in a Italian sort of way, you know? All right, this is not bad. This little scallop is clearly going to be the signature throughout the collection. Okay. All right. So, and I guess if you're, designing menswear and you're doing the oversized, that works in my world. I don't mind to see men in slightly oversized as long as it's impeccably tailored. But like if you're just looking messy for the sake of looking messy because you didn't buy the correct size, I can't fly with that. Very nice pieces. I am okay. This might be a new one I'll have to add to my list. Speaking of, make sure that I write this down, who we are covering tonight. I need a whole new page to start Milan. Wow, look at that with the flower. Oh, I love that. Very nice, very chic. Not mad at that at all. Okay, okay. Definitely one to watch. I mean, maybe I have been just under a rock and didn't know of this designer, but Tran Hung, you are going to be added to the list of designers to follow, and hopefully we'll be able to get this collection next season because I'm definitely impressed. So let me make sure I write down London because I think that might be another big thing is because there are not many designers that I've been covering in London. So like I said, this might be a designer or collection that you know very well, and it's very new to me. Or we're discovering it for the first time together. So I'm going to say London, and then what did I say I was going to put on there? Something. But definitely impressed with the designs. Very impressed. And the accessories are slaying. Love this. How they did the it's like a collarless. Oh no, it is. It's a collarless blazer with the embellishment, the flower embellishment as the closure. Very nice. And I love the color. It's really cool. All right. Crushing. Crushing it. Crushing it. And it's a shame that London Fashion Week doesn't get the same love that the other cities get because they do knock out some amazing collections. Okay, I'm gonna start my theme, so I might not be able to see the collections as well as you guys, but I'm gonna try. Love the color palette, love the fabrics that they're using, love the flower as inspiration. Look at this with the vine on this. Come on. Crushing it. Crushing. Well, I'm just Color me happy. This is a really well done collection. I'm just, wow. I'm just, I'm really impressed. I'm really, really impressed. I mean, everything just looks impeccably tailored. Thought, I mean, it looks like their heart was really in it. It's really thoughtful. You know what I mean? And not just to the designer, it's thoughtful to the customer. You know what I mean? Look at the flower down the pants. And then how that one was like the stem made it almost look like a tuxedo stripe. I mean, just those little details just are so thoughtful. That's what I love when I find a new designer or a new brand is when they can put in that level of love and detail for the customer. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we A-line shift dress, but, but why not have these incredible cutouts? You know what I mean? Just to make it extra special. That's not you guys. It's StreamYard. Apologies if it's hiccuping. Um, Fortunately, it's hiccuping and you're not missing anything because I am watching it on my big screen. But I apologize. I don't know why it is that whenever I get on StreamYard, the internet is just horrible. But only on StreamYard, you know what I mean? Only when I'm live streaming, not my regular internet. But yeah, look at these pieces. Is that a velvet? Or is that a sheer? That's like a sheer silk. I don't have my glasses on, you guys, because I'm trying to do the steam. What is that fabric? Gorgeous. I'm just really happy with this collection. Love the damn it. And I did go through the process of shutting, restarting the computer just to make sure that and it's still screwing up. And I gotta fix this for the year. I'm not in the States. Okay, look at these pieces. Look at the drapery and like. I noticed that also in the blazer, the collarless blazer, how there's like these pleating details, little fine, intricate details. Oh, so gorgeous. Very well done. I am not mad. I am not mad. What is this fabric? Okay, I have to put my glasses on because is it velvet or is it like a silk? It's stunning, this fabric. Oh my gosh, it's like liquid metal. It's so stunning. What is that fabric? It's so gorgeous. Oh, look at this piece. Look at the piece. And the shoes also. Let's not forget how cute these slides have been throughout the whole collection. I'm in love with that pink suit. I need to own that today. Oh man. I'm trying to see everything through the steam. Not easy. This is really good. And it's like these really like bold colors. Like I would never think to do these rich dark chocolates with the pinks. I love that. I love that. It's so unusual. You know what I mean? And these pieces with the that are like blazer dresses, I'm just in love with. I love that he did it in the pink. So, and I guess it's a he. I shouldn't say that. I'm just assuming, um, which I should not do. But this designer is crushing this collection. I mean, yeah, everything from fabric to silhouette to detail. I mean, the accessories, just, I mean, hair and makeup, crushing it, crushing it, crushing it. They are really crushing it. Unbelievable. Women's wear this well is not easy. I mean, especially for a relatively new house, a new brand. And again, I need to probably look into this collection a lot more to find out more about when the brand was founded, when it started, all that good fun stuff. But I'm just really blown away. Really blown away. Sorry. I have to yeah, so oh, come on. Go away, go away, go away. Okay, I can't right now. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm sorry. It's my WhatsApp. Apologies. There was a thing going on from earlier today, so someone's trying to get a hold of me. They don't realize that I'm live. So I apologize. Then my WhatsApp popped up, so I hope you guys didn't miss anything. Hopefully I didn't miss anything because this collection is crushing it, slaying, eating down, leaving no crumbs. Look at that gorgeous color. Whoa. Oh, wow. Jewel tone. Yay. Unbelievable. I am just beside myself. This was an incredible collection. Incredible. It crushed. Crushed, crushed, crushed. All right, I'm going to come out of the steam so I can see what the designer looks like, or the creative director. I mean, and also to see the train in a much to see the pieces up close that I couldn't see before with the steam going on my face. Man, they are just wow. Really doing it. Really, really doing it. Oh, and then they're going to do a little final finale photo moment. Love this. Really great. So cool. Okay, so here's the designer. Okay, so it is a gentleman. Very sweet face. What a sweet face. Well, his hand, you can see, is all over that collection. What an artist. What an artist. Wow. Okay, so let's pause for just a second. Make sure that there were no comments. Anybody? Okay, nobody's leaving any comments and I'm missing out. We're going to go ahead and start with the Etro show. We're just going to look at a little bit of the behind the scenes. Of course, we can play the sound for that. And just to kind of get a little bit of the behind the scenes. And it looks like backstage. See if they've got any cool arrivals. If this was going to be this, of course, I'll fast forward through it. But if you have never watched any of the live stream fashion shows, this is basically what happens. Is the designer will set the time for the show, say, okay, we're going to start at 4 o'clock or whatever. And then you're sitting there waiting for like 40 minutes before the actual show starts. Sometimes they'll give you arrivals, and maybe we'll see a little bit of that tonight as we go through some of these other live stream shows. Sometimes they'll do the arrivals, but sometimes it's just this. It's just dark and you're just watching people milling around for like 35 minutes, which is why I don't try to do my live streams at the same time as other people are doing live streams, just so we can fast forward through this. Nobody wants us to do 40 minutes of this and then watch a 10-minute fashion show. You know what I'm saying? So that is the reason why I don't actually go live at the same time that the designers. or live because again, we can fast forward through all this stuff. It doesn't look like they're going to be doing arrivals too much. Let's go a little further. Yep. Okay. So yeah, this is like if you can imagine having to have sat through where are we, like 21 minutes in, and this is what you're watching, waiting for the show to happen. Now, of course, it gets a lot of good build up for the designer because by the time the show actually starts, there's usually like hundreds of thousands of people watching at the time, which is again a lot of what they want. The fashion shows are always just late. Most shows do run a little bit late. Um, I've worked many a fashion show and can attest to they do not always start on time. However, we don't have to sit and watch through all of this. We can move on to the actual show. Here we go, the Etro show. Oh, I gotta mute it. I gotta mute it, because I'm not trying to lose all these shows. We're gonna be having some good ones. And I do recall that there's like a musician for this particular show. So I am also going to respond back to the person that was messaging me. It's a mom. Okay. Starting off with that pattern that was at the top of the collection, gorgeous, which is, by the way, their signature pattern, Etro. And that blue dress was stunalicious. I know. Did I miss anything? Sorry, guys. Oh, like I said, I was trying to message this mom back. Okay. And again, I would say I wasn't going to give like too much introduction to each collection. Just let you guys experience it for yourself. But this is very Etro, very Milan. Oh, and yeah, so welcome to Milan Fashion Week. We did this one. We did the Tran Hung show, which finished up London Fashion Week. Now you got to switch your gears, switch your mind to think about Milan fashion. It's so sexy and edgy and just chic. You know what I mean? Oh, just steeped in things like when I think, well, I'm not going to tell you, you guys have to see the Tuesday and Thursday live streams that I'm going to do for the Milan Fashion Week shows. I'm going to try to give myself a Milan sort of a vibe. This collection is everything right now. By the way, I am watching the collection, but I do have to talk to you guys at the same time. So let me write down that we did the Etro show. And so, yeah, I'm not going to really get into too much detail about Milan fashion. You just have to come and get my explanations on Tuesday and Thursday, because Saturday night, of course, it's our self-care night. So, I came in the jammies as I usually do. But for Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to dress up for you guys. This collection is crushing, by the way. I am watching it. Okay, guys. Drop some comments. Let me know what I missed. I'm just pulling out the LED mask. Wow. And so, yeah, that blue pattern, that is their signature. If you were not aware of Etro, they are very Milan, sexy, it girl fashion. You know what I mean? Like, I love covering the Etro collection. It's so amazing. It just screams Italian chic. You know what I mean? Like, look at it. You know what I mean? There's just like this, there's like a certain level of sexiness to Milan fashion that no other city has. You know what I mean? It's their own sexy where it's there, but it's not overt. You know what I mean? Like you don't look at it like, oh my God, she's way exposed. Like you look at it like, I want to wear that. I want to be her. Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of Milan fashion. So chic, chic, chic. Yes, always with high slits and sheer fabrics and, boobies out, tummy out, but it never looks trashy, love Italian fashion. Look at this. And this is like the second or third time that we've seen like this flared boot cut. So keep that in mind. This is how you try to start picking up on trends, is when you start seeing them in multiple, not just multiple collections, but when you start seeing them in multiple cities. You know what I mean? That's when you know it's a trend. That's how you determine a trend, is all the cities are doing this one thing. You know what I mean? Whether it be a color, silhouette, fabric, whatever it is, that's how you know that it is a trend. Because somebody actually said that to me, or had put up a video about that. And it's a very big influencer. I'm not going to shout it out because that's just rude. But I was kind of surprised that they had asked that question, like, how do you know what is a trend? And it's like, well, you know what is a trend when you see that the same thing is showing up in multiple collections in multiple cities. Then you know, okay, like if there's like one color that's standing out and you see it that a lot of places are doing it, then that becomes a trend. So like, for example, when we were talking about New York Fashion Week, there was so many collections that were black and white, but we'll have to wait to see, are we going to see a lot of that in Milan? Then that we know it's a trend. By the way, I am watching the collections. I hope you are as well. And they're slaying it. I knock over this stupid light every time. Okay, so hopefully, you guys aren't just here to watch collections. You're here to learn a little bit about fashion, because I have been in the industry for a very long time. And, I take pride in learning as much as I can about fashion history, about fashion in general. So not to say that I'm an expert, but I do like to share the information that I know. I have worked in fashion. I worked for John Casablanca. I used to teach modeling. I used to teach photo posing, all the acting, all the things. I have worked for DC Fashion Week as a makeup artist. I know what goes on behind the scenes of fashion shows, photo shoots, and the nine. So I do have that background, in case you didn't know. I couldn't say all that at the top of the video because we were trying to get into the collections. Are you watching this collection? Crushing it. I also love to do the collections with you guys live, because hopefully I'm introducing you to some brands that maybe you've never heard of, that maybe you might want to start following, or maybe look into buying. Now, I will say, price point wise, most of the collections that I cover are sort of in that high luxury range. But that is to say, by the way, this collection, let me look at the train and stop talking. Well, not stop talking during the train, but pay attention during the train. Wow. I'm just loving. I'm a blue girl, so this blue pattern is just crushing. A lot of greens, oranges. The color palette is very autumnal, surprisingly, since this is their spring summer collection. You know what I mean? So they're using a lot of jewel tone autumnal color palette. Gorgeous job. They did an amazing job. Absolutely crushed. He crushed it. He crushed it. All right, let's see. Now, the sad thing is that when I was doing my blogs, I actually had time to go and research like who the creative director is and all that. Can't really do that while we're doing this live, so apologies. But you can always just go and Google it. Who's the creative director if you want to know? That's how I would find it anyway. So very good collection. No negatives. Drop some comments. Let me know. If you guys are enjoying the show so far. Now, let me not just go straight down the list. Are there any collections that you guys are really interested in me showing at the moment? I can, you know, we don't have to go, like I was saying earlier, we don't have to go in order. Um, we can go to a show that I know you guys really want to see. Let's go to let's start with the Versace show. Just because one, it was only streamed a day ago. See, all these things are really new, you guys. Really, really new. There's a couple that are like really out there. Maybe we should do the Fendi show since that one was like the furthest out, Then we can come back to Versace. So let's do the Fendi show. It does look like it was live streamed 4 days ago. So let's start with that, just because I know that that is a collection that's a name that most people have heard of, Fendi. And if you know, Fendi is up there. Like when you think of Fendi, if you had to translate it to another brand, it's very Hermes. It does look like it's live stream, so we can unmute. Hello. Okay. Unmute and see what is going to happen. See if we get any arrivals as opposed to just people milling around. Sometimes they will do that. Maybe they don't have volume, or it's just so low that I can't hear it. You can hear that there's sound, but it sounds more like a hiss than anything. So let's flash forward, see if we can get anything. Let me make sure I'm okay. So mute, unmute. Okay. So I am unmuted. Okay. It's always nice to see the venue ahead of time. Also, like, unfortunately, the Etro show was so dark you couldn't see the venue ahead of time. And I don't even think that I really noticed the venue, to be honest with you. I was so in love with the collection, but I do usually try to comment on the venue when I can. All right, let's see. Okay, I think you're getting the gist. It doesn't look like there's going to be any of the arrival photos. And you'll see what I mean when we'll get into some of the other live stream collections. When I talk about they show the arrivals, when I mean that, what I mean by that is they actually stop and show photos of the paparazzi taking photos and that kind of a thing. So, because obviously there is a videographer for each collection. So there's a videographer taking photos and video behind the scenes and ahead of the um, show. So let's just go ahead, see if there's anything. No, no, no. If you want to see what it looks like, people, if is a certain point where they have to get people seated, they got to get the show started. So this is kind of that moment where they've got the backstage the backstage assistants will come out and start trying to usher people into their seats. Not everybody's happy about it, but they know they got to get the show on the road. So some people are really happy to just get seated because they've been waiting around for so long that they just want the collection to start. But they do ask you to arrive way ahead of time. So it's really up to you when you arrive and how long you've been standing around. But they do ask you to arrive at a certain time so that they can get the show started when they need to. So let's just go ahead and you see, this is where I'm talking about the backstage assistants. They're trying to get everybody seated. So let's just go ahead. Oh, I don't want to do that because otherwise, oh no, this is all live stream. I don't have two episodes. I mean, 2 episodes. I don't. All right, here we go. Fendi Women's Spring Summer 2025. Do we have it muted? I still just don't hear sound. Am I crazy? I also haven't started my mask. I don't even know what setting I'm doing. Is it me? Am I crazy? Or is there no sound? I have the volume all the way up on the video. Not that we aren't going to mute it. I'm just saying that this is a super cool set, by the way. Okay, I just want to figure out which setting I want to put my mask on, and then I'll fast forward it for you guys. Green, blue, yellow, purple. Okay. Purple is the cell rejuvenation setting on my mask, and I'm going to do 30 minutes on that. All right, you guys have watched this long enough. We're just basically staring at a blank cube here. So let me fast forward a little bit to the show. Let's go. Okay, here we go.
Era quasi diventata.
Okay, so there is possibly some copywritten music or sounds. Oh, lost my beauty light. This thing just does not hold a charge, these things. I can't find one that can hold a charge more than a minute. Okay, so keep in mind, I got to always remember, all right, what collection are we doing? We're doing Fendi. Let me write it down so we can add it to the list. I also should be doing the timestamps, but I can't be that efficient. I'm trying to do a lot of things here during this live, including keeping my beauty light on, but it's not happening. And this light is not working either. Hold on, guys. Well, not you guys hold on. You guys keep watching the show. I need to fix this light over here. I didn't realize it was out. Come on, light. What's going on with you? Oh, man. Am I missing anything, you guys? I cannot get this stupid light to go. Dang it. All right. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I'm sitting here frustrated with one of my huge box lights is not working right now. Kind of annoying. But what did I miss? What I miss? Anything good? Drop me some comments. Let me know what I missed. All right. So like I was saying before I was distracted with lighting, is I always have to remember Fendi, Fendi, Fendi. Remember which collection I'm looking at, because they do all start to bleed together after a while. And the only way to really assess the collection is to know the brand that you're covering. You know what I mean? Know what you're covering, to know if they did a good job or not. Is it as good as last season, better than last season, you know? Fendi is just a very classic, traditional brand. They've been around a million years. Ooh, love the little apron. That's a really unique piece. So yeah, I mean, I think that most people, when they think of Fendi, they think of the bags, which the bags are everything. But they do make incredible clothes. Don't sleep on their clothing. Fendi makes beautiful clothes. Love this shirt. Look at this little take on the button down. That's so cool. So chic. And again, like Italian fashion, it just has this slight sexiness without being overt, and it's always like aspirational sexy. You know what I mean? You know, it's just aspirational. These pieces are gorgeous. A lot of chiffon. I'm seeing a lot of chiffon. I mean, you know, when you think Fendi, what you really think of are like boots, handbags. But look at how beautiful their clothing is. Now, they're giving me, okay, so I have to say that there is a brand out there I don't talk about anymore. It starts with the letter B. They show out of Paris, but I don't talk about that brand anymore. But they did this collection with like bathrobes a few seasons ago, and I was like, that's when I was like, that was it for me. I was like, what are you thinking? But look at how this robe design looks. This looks chic. Like I would buy that. You know what I mean? There was that one coat that literally looked like a bathrobe, but it was so chic and well made and just nicely done, and something you would spend your money on, And see what I mean by the sexiness? Like all that was so sheer up to the puppet. But with the blazer, you know what I mean? Like there's just this level of sexy that Italian women have that is just so aspirational. Love these designs. I'm loving this little sheer skirt with the flower detail. Is flower embroidery is gorgeous. Oh, look at this piece. Oh, with the little vest overlay. Oh, so cute. Okay, okay, okay. You see what I mean by sexiness, but not like you need to cover up, Rihanna. Sorry. Just going back to her arriving at the Elia show. If you know, you know. This is sexy. You know what I mean? This to me is sexy. It's just, I mean, like the super, ultra short romper with the nice, gorgeous matching trench, or almost like long cardigan. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Now they're not giving us a lot of color. It seems like a lot of neutrals, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at that. Everybody needs neutrals in their closet. And I don't think that spring summer should always be bold, colorful florals. Sometimes you can get a floral like this where it's in a tonal neutral shade and it's still very chic. It's like you got to kind of get out of that mindset of wearing like ultra bright floral colors. for spring, summer. Bring in the sands, the beiges, the taupes, you know what I mean? The khakis, the camels. I think that a lot of times people think that those colors should be reserved for fall, winter. But I mean, look at here, look how chic they are in this context, you know? And of course, sand is always a big thing for spring, summer. Sands, khakis, beiges, whites, obviously. But yeah, get out of your head that everything that you wear spring, summer has to be this ultra bright floral or pastel. That's the other one. You know, you think that okay, pastel, but you know, mix those would be more exciting to see in fall, winter because it's unexpected. You know, save your pastels for the winter. Just make sure they're the appropriate fabric or layered, you know, so that you don't freeze to death. Great collection. Not mad at any of it. And I like the little moon boots. Let me check out the shoes more on the train because I think I missed a lot of the shoe game. Okay. Are they going to give us a train? I hope so. Because who doesn't love the train? They have to give you a train. That's almost like that's almost what these influencers demand these days. It's like we have got to have a opportunity to film to post on social, you know. Oh, they're not giving you a train, they're giving it to you like this. Okay, they opened up that QB thing in the center. Very cool. So it's a stage this whole time. Really loved how they did that. Always kind of reminds me of Alexander McQueen when I see something similar. Um, and if you know, you know. Okay, and they did it. Oh, very nice. Okay, so here's your train. They're gonna give you a train. The influencers would go crazy. They would be like, "How can I get my TikTok moments?" So yeah, very cool. Yeah, and when you see the color palette all together like this, like it works, like it works. It just gives in that desert vibe. Remember, we were talking a lot about safari in okay, so they gave you a little bit of green, a little sea foam, and a little lemon, you know, a little bright lemon color. Okay, so they threw you a couple colors in there. But for the most part, it was a lot of the sands. They even threw in some black. The shoes are crushing. Loving these little moon booties. Great transition shoe for the spring. Okay, they're doing it. They crushed it. They crushed it. Love these like flowy, almost tunic style, almost what do I want to call it? The what do you call it? The Asian like not so I can't think of it. Whatever. I try to think of a lot of fashion references for these live videos. I can't remember everything. Like that bathrobe piece, like that. Like that is so chic. Like not unlike that other brand that I won't talk about anymore. Yeah, very cool collection. Wouldn't change a stitch. The fabrics, the color palette, excellent job. Excellent job. And of course, we have to see creative director. Always got to give the applause to the artist. Very well done. Very nicely done. Excellent job. Just excellent. Just excellent. All right. Fendi, got it done. Let's see. What's another one we can go turn that off so we didn't go to another collection? Did we do Alberta Ferretti? Um, Let me give you another brand that you guys know. Um, Man, I really am blind without my glasses when I'm reading. Anyway, okay, let's do. I'll give you another show that you guys know. Let's do the Armani show, and there's a reason. We're gonna knock out Armani show. Now, I will say, first of all, this isn't up on their channel yet, or it might be up on their channel, and I just, you know what? Let's look it up because I do like to go to the brand's channels um for the post. Not that the other creators couldn't do it, but like I said, I just like going to the actual brands show. Is this them that here? Sorry, damn, I can't see for nothing, y'all. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and check out the Armani show, and there is a reason that I want to do this one, mostly because Armani, I was actually putting off the list of collections that I was covering because it all was just feeling very the same. And I said, you know what? I'm going to continue to cover this collection because Giorgio Armani is just turned 90 last year, and he is still the hand behind the brand. So the man deserves respect. So we are going to give him his respect. We're going to watch the Emporio show. I probably won't watch the full Armani show. The Emporio show just seems to be a little more my vibe. But let's get going on this Armani show. So this is Emporio. Like I said, the Emporio shows are a little bit more my vibe. The Armani shows, he knows his customer. He knows how to design for the customer for the brand that he's showing. A lot of pieces will be very similar across the Armani and the Emporio shows, but Emporio is sort of his it's sort of his more downtown, less high end, more younger designs. That's what I'm gonna say. It's for his younger clients, which are probably in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like his Armani clients are probably in their 60s. So that's all I'm trying to say about that. But the man is an icon. You have to give it to the artist. I mean, he is an amazing artist. He's been designing for 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? And he knows how to create. It's always chic. It's always Italian sexy. It's always Giorgio, He knows how to deliver. People continue to buy from this brand for a reason. Oh, are we seeing harem pants that we did same in New York? Sort of a harem style. But he's been doing that forever. I mean, that's not uncommon. And they're not a harem pant. They're just a sheer fabric. Gorgeous. So, we can't cover every show now. If we start running out of shows on Thursday, then maybe we'll include the Giorgio Armani show. But it's going to depend on how many shows we still have left to cover by then. And if we need to add in some other shows, you know what I mean? Because like I said, there's still a few more days left of Milan Fashion Week. So there's still a lot more collections that are going to be posting up over the next few days. I'm trying to catch them when they show up in my recommended, but I also have them all in my subscription list. So we're going to try not to miss a moment. Okay, very interesting. Armani blue. He's very good with blues. Okay, look at the like almost wrestler type high shoe, gladiator style. All right. Now, are any of these pieces things that I would necessarily buy? Maybe not. But just like I was saying in other live streams, as a fashion stylist, when you're looking at a collection, you don't look at it from head to toe. I mean, you do look at it from head to toe, but you kind of are able to pull out the pieces from the design and say, okay, love this hat. That's just me saying I love that hat. But but that's to say, like, okay, maybe I don't like it, but my client might like this jacket or those pants, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, now he's bringing us the menswear, so he did it that way. A lot of times he incorporates the both together. Usually during his actual Armani shows, he will show men and women side by side, which is always nice. But this time he did the women's wear, now bringing in the menswear. He's giving us like the high rise pant, which I'm not mad at. It's a different silhouette we haven't seen in a while. It's also unhemmed, which is um, giving it that structure to the pant, which is very unique. It's like a bias cut. Um, that's I don't know. That might be a little too fashionable to say, but it's like on a bias cut. I think is the way that the pants are cut, which is giving it that draped structure to it. Oh, and there is a hem. I saw him on some of the pants. Okay, he's giving it. Yeah. Or is it that there's a pleat to the pant? Whatever it is that he did to create that silhouette, it's super cool and very unique. And I mean, I wouldn't say that it's never been done before, but we certainly haven't seen it for quite some time. And it's just kind of refreshing. I would think like maybe the 1940s is what is going on in my head as far as seeing that silhouette. And what it reminds me of very much so is like Asian style pants that are very much that silhouette. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. And that may have been his inspiration to create that silhouette, to create that cut. It's very cool. We'll take a little break after this show, you guys, just to, let you guys stretch your legs, get a snack if you need. You know what I'm saying? Just do a little uh 2-minute break. Get, I'm still going on my little Belizean beverage over here, so I'm good on that, but just to stretch your legs, maybe not listen to me for 2 minutes. And definitely drop some comments. Let me know what shows you want to see next from Milan Fashion Week. We've got some good ones to cover, you guys. I mean, I really put some good ones on the list tonight. And I also want to definitely check out like a couple of the ones that I said I've never seen before. So that'll be fun. I love discovering new designers, brands, houses with you guys. So definitely. Okay. This guy is serving. He's serving on the catwalk right now. This is very classic Armani. Very classic. And like I said, would I've normally covered this collection in the past? Definitely. But I was sort of dropping him off the list. But, the man is 90. I got to keep covering him until his final collection. You know what I mean? And then maybe his predecessor will, go into the archives and update a lot of his archival pieces, which would be a really nice refresh for the brand. I just think that a lot of people are not talking about Armani as they should. That's not to say he doesn't have a customer. I mean, he's clearly has a customer, or he wouldn't still be creating. And I'm sure that he's still making a lot of money. Maybe not what he was making 10 years ago, but he's definitely still putting out some profit. Otherwise, he wouldn't still be creating. And Giorgio Armani creates like, I think it's like 8 collections a year. It's insane. The man is 90 and he's still going. You got to give it up just for that. Just for that. And he still has his hand on the designs. He's still designing. He's still creating. What's in the water in Milan? You know what I mean? Oh my God, no, there's that hat and bread. So this is a very Asian inspired collection. It's very obvious that that was his inspiration. Like I was saying, those pants are very like remind me of 1940s Asia. So that was the inspiration. I get it now. I get it. And I probably would have picked up on that, and you guys probably already picked up on that like 20 pieces ago. But because I'm talking, I didn't like put it all together. But yeah, you can definitely see that influence heavily in the pieces. And I'm sure, like, once I watch the train, I'll be like, yeah, that was so obvious that that was the inspiration. Absolutely stunning pieces. That skirt is next level. Yes. And that's usually also a very signature way that he shows his collections is he usually does all the day pieces first and then moves into evening wear. Look at these pants. Oh, ugh, ugh, and that silk. Oh my gosh. And like I said earlier, I'm a blue girly, so loving these. And his evening wear is just on another level. Yep. Yep. There's so many goodies in here. So many goodies in this collection. I mean, if you can afford it. Oh, but I think I was saying that earlier is a lot of the reasons that you want to watch the collections is to say, okay, I can't afford to pay for that item, but I know I've got something similar in my closet. Or I know that I can find that at a department store at a fraction of the price. So that's the reason why I like to bring you guys the collections to give you inspiration for what you can keep in your closet. Look at this little thing. Oh, what do you call it? The little shrug jacket. Sorry, had a moment. So yeah, so that way you can look in your closet and say, you know what, that's not going to be working for next season. Maybe we really store that for a few seasons. You know what I mean? Hold on to it for a few seasons. See if it comes back around. Or okay, this is definitely going to be in season or in style for the next season. Let me put that in a different storage area, a different storage location. So that's why you want to see the collections in advance to figure out what's going to work for next season that you already have in your closet. What do you may want to add, for those holiday season sales and things like that that you can try to pick up to incorporate into your wardrobe after you've seen all the collections and know what's going to be in style for the next season. And by the way, the evening pieces, I mean, that's where he really shines, in my opinion, is his evening wear. I mean, he's just unbelievable. My phone is about to have no battery life, so find the charger, find the charger. Is this for my iPad or is this for my phone? That's for my iPad. Okay, what I miss? What I miss? All right. Yes. Okay. Let's do that there. Okay. Yeah, I only have 3% left on my phone. Okay. Gorgeous. Is this the finale piece? It's gorgeous. And so yes, I guess that makes sense. The shoes make so much sense now that we are saying Asian inspired. Makes so much sense. This train is gonna be amazing. Okay, good. I was gonna say I don't know how he's well, I mean, it's not like he hasn't done the train. Is that a photo of him when he was young? I can't figure out who it is. Look at the man. Give it up, 90. And he brought on his team because he needs, I'm sure at 90, he needs the help. He's still so handsome. So, yes, Mr. Armani, he turned 90 last year. So, kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. All right, let's go back to the watch later list, see what we're going to add. Oh, man, I forgot somebody. Okay, so we saw Fendi, and was the only other one was Armani? I'm trying to write them all down. Of course, I will watch the playback to get the timestamps for the chapters. But I don't think I missed anybody. Okay, let's get one of the ones that I said I haven't seen. So let's check out this Elisabetta Franchi, and we're gonna take a break right now before we started. But I'm just letting you know what video we're gonna start with after our little 2-minute break. Okay, so all right, I still have 2 minutes on my mask, but I'm gonna take a break right now. All right, 2 minutes. We'll be back. I'm just going to stretch my legs and we'll get started with this Elisabetta Franchi. I hope I'm saying that right. Okay. So I forgot to light my incense. And I always do that before a video starts, but I forgot. So let's do that now. Also, I'm still stuck with my little incense sticks as opposed to my big ones, but that's okay. All right. So Elisabetta Franchi. Don't know anything about, again, this designer. We're going to write it down though so we don't forget it. Elisabetta Franchi. Right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start the show. Again, don't know anything about this designer, don't know anything about their brand, their collection, their mission, what they're about. We're going to discover it together. Here we go. Now, it does say it's an hour, so we're going to have to fast forward a little bit. Maybe see some of the, so this is what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's, oh, was that Deneuve, Catherine Deneuve? It was. We can unmute this. It does have music behind it. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying that they are doing the arrivals, where they will pick out certain people and take their photos and things like that. So this is a little bit fun to watch. We'll just watch a couple minutes of this, then we'll move on to the collection. Just so you guys can see what I was talking about. I also need to clean my face mask. And put it away. See, this is what I'm talking about. So you get like the arrivals. Everybody wants their photo taken on the red carpet. I don't know who this woman is. If you guys know, drop some comments. Oh, boy. Ugh. So, okay, now I'm pretty sure that was Catherine Deneuve. And if you know, you know. She is an Italian icon. So, yeah, this is what I mean when I talk about the arrivals. This is always kind of fun to watch. So when you are watching it live on YouTube, you know, you do get a chance to see these moments, which is way more fun than, you know, like the last couple of ones we saw where it's just people walking around. So you do get an opportunity to see which celebrities are arriving. This is always a lot of fun. That's her. Look at, she looks amazing. She's got to be in her 80s. She looks incredible. Oh my gosh. Wow. She is an Italian icon. Very famous actress. If you don't know, Google her. Catherine Deneuve. She looks amazing. I mean, she's got to be in her 80s, you guys. No joke. Because she was in her 40s when I was a kid. And I'm in my 50s. She might even be like Armani's age. I'm telling you guys, something in the water over there. We all need to move to Milan. And just live in Milan, drink the water from over there. Or eat the food or live the life, whatever it is that they're doing. Because these people are not aging. They are not slowing down. Ooh, super cool. What's this? Oh, they're showing us a little bit of the campaign. Very cool. Okay. I have no idea who this person is. Do you guys know this designer? Have I just been sleeping on this brand? Is it my fault? That I don't know about them? Because clearly they're getting a good turnout of people here. Who's that? She looks stunning. Okay. She doing her thing. All right. So I have a feeling that this is going to be what we're going to be seeing a lot of, because it looks like she might be wearing the designer. Okay, those shoes are next level, honey. What are these shoes she's wearing? Wow. I'm telling you, something in the water there. These people are stunning. And by the way, yeah, this is also a big thing during fashion shows, is the there's always a backdrop that people want to get their photo taken in front of. I've got my photo taken at DC Fashion Week a bunch of times in front of the backdrop. It's kind of a thing. You want that photo moment, kind of part and parcel to going to the show. Because it's not just that, it's not just you want your photo, but the designer wants it for their campaign, their marketing materials, things like that. So, all right, we're gonna fast forward and get the show started. But it does look like, they've got a good lineup of people. Now, I do have a 3-minute lip mask. So I won't be able to talk to you for 3 minutes. So we're going to start the show, and I'm just going to be able to do gruntle. I'm just going to be able to do gruntle reactions. But I did want you guys to see, as promised, behind the scenes stuff. And this is what it's like behind the scenes of a fashion show. I was saying earlier, you arrive super early. Well, not super early, but they do have a call time for when the doors open and guests can start arriving. And you have an assigned seat, by the way. You don't just get to sit wherever you want. At a fashion show, at like a larger fashion show, they have reserved seating. And then if you buy tickets, of course, okay, I have a feeling that this is a lot of the look that we're going to be seeing in this collection. Very chic. Very chic. Okay. Looks like they might be wearing the designer. All right. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought. I'm probably talking about behind the scenes, backstage stuff. Oh yeah, so there is a call time for when the doors open and you can start arriving, and you do have an assigned seat. If you're going to like a show like Vuitton or Prada or something like that, they usually have certain seats that they'll have assigned out. They may have all the seats assigned, not necessarily. If it's a bigger name show, they probably have all the seats assigned. So then you just start arriving and waiting for people and networking and talking with people. It's fun. Fashion shows are a lot of fun. If you're working the show, it's a lot of hard work, but you do at the end get to see the rewards, of watching all the collection come down the catwalk and seeing your work being shown on the catwalk. It is a lot of fun, but by the end of a fashion week, you're exhausted. Like you can't even think straight. All right, enough of that. I'm gonna put on my lip mask. This is Dr. Dennis Gross lip mask. It's another LED. I'm gonna go ahead and start the show. Here we go. Like if you guys can imagine having to wait an hour on a live stream, and then the video is 10, and then the show is actually only 10 minutes long. It can be frustrating to watch these shows live. I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is, There's always a photographer pit where all the photographers are all lined in one area. That's where that guy was running off to. Here we go. Mm. All right, finally. Mm-hmm. Okay. Black and white. Wow. Wow. Okay. Here we are going back to that whole thing about Italian sexiness. You know what I'm saying? These pieces are gorgeous. And again, that is what I think of when I think of Milan fashion, that sexy edginess to it that always is chic. It's just always chic. And they love gold. Again, come see my outfits Tuesday and Thursday night. I'm just cleaning my thing with some alcohol. Wow. This is what I think of when I think of Milan fashion. They love a suit, like they love a blazer. You know what I mean? That always is like their way to pull things together. They love a short skirt, ultra high shoes. This is Milan fashion. Okay. I might have to add this person to my list as a designer to follow because they're crushing it. Crushing it. Yeah. Gorgeous. Yep. That is Milan fashion. This is what it looks like. If you did not know the epitome of Milan fashion, this is what it is. This is what it looks like. Okay, so now we're starting to see what I was talking about earlier. There were a lot of black and white designs in New York. Now we're seeing it here in Milan. But that's only one designer. You know what I mean? You can't just say, okay, for sure that that's a trend just because this one designer did it. Now, if we start to see it in like 3 or 4 more collections, then we know black and white is going to be a trend come spring, summer 2025. I can pretty much almost bank on the fact that that is going to be a trend. Black and white. It was actually a trend last spring, summer. Ooh, chocolates. Bringing us the chocolates with a black. Love that. And then that chartreuse bag. Great styling. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Milan fashion. It's just always this sexiness. It just works. It just works. It doesn't work all over the world, but it just works in Italy. Apparently, I've never been. But this is what I feel like Italian women look like walking down the street every day. Like, I don't think that they, like with stockings and, sandals, stilettos. This is what I envision women look like walking down the streets of Milan. I don't think that they ever leave the house without looking impeccable. And I think that that's their everyday vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you would ever see them leave the house in sweatpants. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't imagine that. Again, I've never been. I could be completely wrong about that. But I feel like this is what women look like walking the streets of Italy. Like, this pulled together, this chic, this sexy. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. And the collection is on another level right here. Whoever this designer is, bravo. I mean, it's just oozes Milan. This is what the epitome of Milan fashion means to me. Yeah, like stockings and stilettos. That's so Italian. Like, people in America like never wear stockings anymore. I did a whole video about stockings, and it got a lot of comments because people miss women wearing stockings. But you go to Milan and they wear them all the time. It's a staple in Milan. It's almost its own outerwear piece, as you saw earlier. They just had brief shorts with stockings, stilettos, and a blazer with a bikini top. You know what I mean? It just works. It just works there. But yeah, I love a stocking. I do wish that people would start wearing stockings again because they are sexy. They are sexy. Look at this. Look at this. Just amazing. So mostly backs, but then they got the chartreuse color. That's the looks like the one color. Because the other was a chocolate brown, which is neutral, which they paired it here also, but they did the accessories in the chocolate as opposed to the pants in the chocolate and the accessories in the chartreuse. Very interesting. I am not mad at any of these pieces. Look at this. Look at that jacket. Wow. Look at the edginess, the sexiness of it. It's fit within an inch of its life. Holy cow. Not crazy about the hood, but it's a vibe for somebody. You know what I mean? Someone will be like, I need that. I mean, wowzer. Like, if this is what women dress like in Italy, this is where I need to live. I mean, just look at it. This is like their everyday look. Let's wear some, garter belt and stockings to the grocery store. You know what I mean? So amazing. And I'm thinking, like, women like Catherine Deneuve, like, we're totally in her 80s, still wear that kind of a look. I just think that Italian women they just get away with it. They can get away with it. Oozing sexiness. Now, I will be honest. I love all colors. If somebody says, like, what's your favorite color? I don't really have one. Blue is a color I'm gravitating towards, but I love colors pretty much equally. Chartreuse is the one color I just cannot get behind. And maybe it's because it doesn't look good on my skin tone, which it's rare for a color not to look good on my skin tone. I'm just very fortunate that I've got a skin tone that works with just about every color. I just can't get down with the chartreuse. But people can pull it off. I mean, people can pull off that color. I think you just need a more, a paler skin tone for that color to work. Or a very dark skin tone like this young lady. Chartreuse probably would look amazing on her. But they did a lot of this collection in the black and white, and I'm not mad at it. It's gorgeous. I feel like I need a snack. I'll be back. I think it's just mostly the um Elysian beverage. It's starting to hit me a little bit. And if I'm going to make it through the end of this video, I need a brief snack. Look at this gorgeousness. You guys, we're going on about 140. So I'm probably only going to do about 2 more shows and wrap it up. But you'll just have to come back Tuesday and Thursday for the others. Gorgeous. And you can see the garter belt and stockings underneath. Beautiful. All right. What's the name? Elisabetta? You're delivered. You delivered. Beautiful collection. All right. Look at that split. Look at that leg out. That's a leg out. Woo! Oh, look at the train. It's almost tuxedo-like. You know what I mean? Like tails, like tuxedo tails. Oh, it's a big bow in the back. Okay. And look at the shoe. That's such a cool look. Black stockings, white shoes. You know, I haven't seen that in so long, but it's such a good look when you see it. I'm going to have to start pulling that back together. Maybe I'll try to find some really cool white shoes for the season. For spring and pair it with some black stockings. It's so chic. It hasn't been done in so long, you just forget how chic it looks together. Really beautiful collection. This was a winner. This was a winning collection. No negatives. No negatives. Absolutely stunningly done. I'm just putting things away. I need to get a new facial steamer. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, no negatives. It was all really well done. Really well done. Okay. All right. Drop a comment on which videos you want to see. Ooh! Then they come out with the bridal look. And it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That veil is so stunning. The veil is everything. Ooh! She got caught. That veil is so like 1950s classic. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, then we got one in black. Come on. This designer knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. You need a bridal look, you need a funeral look. But yeah, yeah. The detail in the fabrication can be tricky. I can see that being a very tricky fabric to walk with unless you're holding it. All right. Well, I mean, lots of inspiration from this collection. I'll tell you what, I am definitely going to be finding myself some white strap stiletto shoes like that, pairing with some black stockings. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to be trying that look. Definitely. Absolutely stunning. And I'm pretty sure that there was another collection in New York that did some chartreuse. Not to say it will be a trend, I'm just saying. It's a color that stands out in my mind. That's all. When I see that color, it just bing. Just because it's not my favorite. It's just not my favorite color. Not mad at all. Not mad at all. This was a really beautiful collection. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's a husband and wife team, or a man and wife team, or that would be so amazing if it was a couple team behind the brand. That would be lovely. That's always such a great thing. And they clearly know what they're doing. They crushed that collection. It was gorgeous. All right, you guys, I'm going to throw in 2 more videos. We are going to do, let's see, what's down here on the bottom. I want to do some of the ones that were like a while ago. Fendi was a few days ago. Armani was a few days ago. Iceberg, we can do 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. Of course, by the time we get to next week, it'll be, 4 days old by then. Let's look at the Alberta Ferretti show. Since it was so far away, and if we go into next week, it'll be like over a week old by then. We're going to do a little of the behind the scenes just for a few minutes, you guys, this time. Promise. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I was going to say it's even worse when, I mean, because look, you had to go through 8 minutes of just the tag. 8 minutes of just a tag, and you're just waiting and waiting, and then finally something comes on screen, and you're like, "Oh my god, the show is starting!" But then you realize that it's just the show is about to start part. Again, just get to see people sitting in their seats, arriving, that kind of thing. Are they just going to be in that one stationary position? Oh, oh. All right. It doesn't look like You had to wait too long for the show to start. I'm just going to go grab another beverage and I will be right back. By then, the show will have started and I'll put it up. Let me put it up big right now for you guys so you don't have to look at my vidIQ. Sorry. Sorry, I gotta stop the challenge before we get copyright. All right. Here we go. Okay. Alberta Ferretti, if you know, you know, Italian designer, has been around for a very long time, knows her customer, great designs. Now, lingerie inspiration has been going for a few seasons now. So if you don't have lingerie inspired pieces, go get some because they are still going to be going. It looks like into next season. And floral detail looks like it'll also be still around. But these like sort of pajama-esque lingerie inspired designs seem to be still going strong and even leaning more into the the slip dress, night dress vibe. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting a lot of. Baby doll dresses. All right. Gorgeous. Love this piece. Love the flower choker. If you can't afford it from Alberta Ferretti, make your own. Just know you could do something like that. Get a really cool flower pin from an estate sale or something like that. Tie a velvet ribbon to it. Make it a choker. You know, again, watching the collections to get inspirations of things that you can create yourself or buy at end of season sales to include into your wardrobe. Definitely. Okay. I think again, are we seeing a lot of sands and whites, putty that look like more like a putty or a gray? That's pretty. All right. So appliques. We're seeing a lot of that appliques like in the last collection. I want to make sure I write down Alberta. I still feel like there was a collection that I missed writing down, but I'll find out in the playback. What is she holding on to? Is it like a loop in the skirt? You know, like belt loops in the skirt? Like, what is she holding on to? Is it pockets? I can't tell. Okay. So many limes. Now, what I will say is that Alberta's customer is an older customer, but she does like to create for a younger customer, if that makes sense. It's about staying relevant over 50. She wants to make sure that us babes over 50 don't feel like we can't still wear what the younger kids are wearing. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like that vibe. Again, we're getting a lot of the sands, the whites, putties, beige, khaki. And then she's giving us this nice, soft, almost it's not really coral. It's like just like a soft orange. Like a pastel orange, but not quite pastel, you know. Oh yeah, blue. Blue is just my thing these days, you guys. Just something about the shade of blue just kind of sends me a little bit. Now, I don't mind sheer. But what I will say is that when it's just everything is sheer, like the YSL collection from last season, I can't. I literally can't. That's just that just is not thinking of a woman's it's just not thinking of your customer, because we don't want everything to be sheer. Yeah, we like a sheer piece occasionally, but don't design me an entire sheer collection. That just doesn't work in my world. So hopefully YSL, I got my eye on you for this season when we hit Paris Fashion Week. The collection is really pretty, really pretty. And again, it's got that element of sexiness, that Milan, that Italian sexiness that they just pull off so well. Unbelievable. Palazzo pants. I think the Italians invented those, didn't they? How can you have a collection without some palazzo pants? These are gorgeous with the pleats. And that harness style vest or harness style top, very pretty. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. The cutouts, the grommets. That dress had a little bit of everything. The soft pinkness of it. Okay. All right. So this is Alberta Ferretti, if you were unaware. Again, she is a staple in Milan fashion, like Michael Kors is to New York. You know what I mean? Or what let's see, or what Hermes is to Paris, you know? She is an icon of Milan fashion. She's been out there for forever. Now, I am going to say that this is a beautiful collection. Is it sending me? Not really. I'm not like, oh, I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. You know what I mean? Like even the last collection, there was like some banging pieces. This is beautifully done, but it's not exciting me. I'll say that. Yeah, again, the appliques, that might be a thing. I have to go back and look at New York, see how many, applique pieces we saw there. But definitely lingerie inspiration. I think that is definitely going to be trending with more of this sort of negligee inspiration. But we've seen that for a few seasons now, so it's not anything new. Just know that if you've got it in your closet, it's still going to work. This piece right here is just like sending me with all the drapery, is like so dramatic and gorgeous. Okay. Is this like a cargo? The very unique way that they did that fabrication. And it's not even really fabrication. It's like the detail on the pants. It's like the way it was cut. Very unique. And they did it on a skirt. Very unique. And I'm loving these chokers with like they look like glass, but they're probably like a really cool acrylic. Flower, gorgeous. Okay. Again, not mad at it. It's just not thrilling me in the way that I know an Alberta Ferretti collection can really send you over the edge. I love this suit. Look at the suit. Look at the silk white suit. Beautiful. And then does the choker, is that the train part of the look? Gorgeous. I love this piece head to toe. Gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, it feels a little, not been there, done that, but it's sort of like, okay, we get it. The lingerie thing, it's been going for a while. Give me something new. I think that those pants with the really cool venting pleats or whatever, how they pleated that or whatever it was, that was very unique. That was really cool. But outside of that, it was a little ho-hum. I'm not going to lie. It was aight. Now, I still have to do my Glam Glow mask, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that on camera. I think I might save it for another night because I do want to do these things on camera with you guys. So I'll save this for next Saturday when we start Paris Fashion Week. I'll try to make sure that I incorporate it into the evening. This says it's a hyaluronic acid, green tea, and caffeine. This sounds kind of amazing. But we didn't have time to do it tonight. Tonight was really just what I do on a normal night, steaming and my face, my LEDs, I am going to finish with my moisturizer on the last video, and then we're going to wrap it up. Now, I'm going to give you guys a show that I think that you guys would really want me to wrap up Milan Fashion Week. I'm going to go back and look. It's either going to be Dior or Versace. Like a name that I know you guys know. You know what I mean? It's not going to be somebody you guys don't know. Or we could do Prada. Ooh. That would be a good one. But the Prada show is short. The Prada show is really short. I'd kind of want to finish off the video with somewhat of a longer video. Just because, or maybe not. We're already at 2 hours. So maybe we'll do a medium length video. We'll go back and take a look. Really pretty collection. All right. Let me bring over my container of moisturizer. I didn't even get a chance to do my nails. I'll have to do that on another I mean, well, I'm not going to do that on another night because I can't go a whole week with my nails looking this bad with one hand done and one not. My hands are also dry as bones. So I do, and I was thinking about doing my hand mask, which I did another. There's the lady. All right, she's still in it. She's still in it. If you've never seen Alberta Ferretti, there's the lady herself. There's the lady herself. And she's like up there. I mean, she's not Giorgio Armani's age, but she's older than I am. She's no spring chicken, still doing her thing. Like I think maybe her and Michael Kors and Tommy Hilfiger, I think that they're in the same age group. You know what I mean? But still putting out collections. Love that. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful collection. I just want to see something more exciting, I think. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Dang darn damn it. Anyway, okay. And this venue, stunning. But why? 40 something seconds left of the video. I don't know why, but all right. We are going to wrap it up. Let's look at the watch list one more time. Decide which one we're going to do. Okay, we did that. We could do Prada. Oh, the Philosophy Show, the Gucci Show, the Versace Show. Tune in next week, you guys. Check the community. Max Show, MM6. I'm trying to. That's a medium-sized show. We could do Missoni. We could do. These are a little longer, so maybe we'll hold off on those. We'll finish it up with the Cavalli Show. That's a name you guys know. Actually, Cavalli was also, like Armani, was on the way out of my list because I was just like, oh, I just can't. Okay, one more thing before we do that. I do want to see if it's on their own channel. If it's not, then we'll go back to the Fashion Feed channel. Yep, they have it on their own channel. And like I said, I like to do it on the creator's own channel. And the reason that I do that is because not that I don't want to give creators the credit, because obviously the brand is going to have a much higher view count than a creator would. But I don't want it to be like this clash of, oh, I chose this creator's version over this creator's version. If it's on the brand's channel, I'm showing the brand the love. That's just the way I do it. It's in my own head. I don't know why I do it that way, but that's the way we do it. Now, Cavalli obviously has a new creative director. A few seasons ago, I was done. I was like, I can't do it anymore. And then last season, I was like, "Ooh, this is kind of good." So, and not only that, but a lot of the Black influencers that I follow here on YouTube also were able to be invited to the Cavalli Show, where the collection, I don't know if they sat front row, but they were able to be involved in the Cavalli Show. So I was really happy for a lot of the creators that got that opportunity. So that is another reason why I decided to put Cavalli back on the list of brands that I follow. So here we go. Spring, summer 2025, Roberto Cavalli. Now, if you don't know Roberto Cavalli, what rock are you living under? It's always sexy. It's a little 70s. It's a little Western, but always sexy. That is the Cavalli signature. Animal print. If he doesn't do animal print, I'll be shocked, because that is also a Cavalli signature. Always sexy. Always over the top, almost stage like level of over the top. But it looks like he's paring back some stuff for 2025. These look very wearable for the masses, because he usually designs for a lot of like rock stars and red carpets and things like that. So it's nice to be able to see it when he pairs back and does day wear. So that's great. And the shoes are unbelievable. Just gonna clean my hands before I get started on this moisturizer steps. Okay. A lot of white. Not a color that I associate with Cavalli. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to see that. And this crinkle fabrication is lovely. Usually when you think Cavalli, you think loud animal prints and lots of color. So it's nice. It's nice to see them doing white. And I love this sort of rope detail. Again, whites, sands. We're seeing a lot of that palette. All right, I got too much stuff up here on my desk. All right. Okay. I also think that they probably were listening to feedback, and I think that a few seasons ago they probably started realizing that a lot of the things that they were doing is just not working anymore, and they need to switch it up. That may be when they added the new creative director. I'm not 100% sure. Just to kind of bring the brand back to relevance. And now that it looks like they are really designing for those influencer types, those Insta girls, those, you know what I mean? Now this is head to toe Cavalli. Like reminds me of Cavalli with the low slung pants, bikini top, and a huge trench. That's very Cavalli. This also. Like what's the color that I'm thinking of? Anyway. Gold lame. That's what I was thinking of. Like gold lame fabric that is very Cavalli. It's because he loved the 70s, was a lot of his inspiration. Now here we go with the snake print, animal print. Very Cavalli. But it looks like this new creative director is giving his take on it with the rope detail. You know what I mean? Bringing his inspiration and idea to like archival Cavalli pieces. Not a lot of color though. Not as bright of colors as what you think of when you think Cavalli. But still very cool color palette. Like this flame sort of a vibe is what I'm getting, like flames. Now this is more of a Cavalli with the mixture of the print with the blue. Yeah. Way more Cavalli-esque with this print with all the color. Yeah. That's where you can see the creative director pulling in inspiration from the actual archives and the brand and the mission of the brand, you know? Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Okay. So they're giving a little bit of something for everyone. Old customers, new customers. They're trying to really make sure that they are being inclusive to everyone. You know, this new creative director is trying to get in a younger market, you know, because I think that it was time. It was time for the brand to branch out because it felt like they were just doing the same thing that they've been doing for 40 years. So I think that that's when they got this new creative director, is to bring new life into the brand and start reaching out to influencers and starting to design for that girl, because I think the brand was fledgling, was having a little difficult. Now, I'm not saying that that's true. I'm just saying that that's my take on it. Oh shoot! Woo! Look at that blue. That's a gorgeous blue. Okay. All right. That's very Cavalli with the back out, streaming down the back train. Okay. So the new creative director's got his vision, but still keeping in mind the house that he's creating for and the legacy of that house. It's not easy. It's not easy to take on a house with that's steeped in that much tradition. Not easy. But he's doing a really good job of it, kind of giving us hints and peeks of what Roberto gave us and also bringing it forward. Okay. I don't know that I care for this piece. It looks, I don't like that. It kind of made her look pregnant. It wasn't a nice silhouette and it looked really weird and bunchy. But, oh, love that little corset back on that piece. That was nice. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I mostly wanted to again bring, see what the new life of the brand was going to look like with the new creative director, and we'll see if we continue to follow them after this. But all in all, I thought the collection was okay. You could see the inspiration of the brand, but also the creative director bringing his own take and own vision to it. I get it. But what I will say is, after seeing this collection, oh, that's my girl, Maria Cala. Oh, okay. So they're not done yet. Okay, so they still got some pieces to go. Okay, and look, they're bringing out all the heavyweight supermodels to show these pieces. Love. Wow. Did I get all the moisturizers on? Oh, I forgot this one. Okay. And they got to do it. This is very Cavalli. He had to kind of finish with these pieces because it wouldn't be a Cavalli collection without them. Oh my God, it's Karen Nelson. Such a huge model. Oh my God, he's bringing out all the supermodels. I can't think of her name right now. Is he going to finish with Naomi? Because I will die. How do you not finish a show when you have that many supermodels? You're going to finish with Naomi. But he didn't. Okay. All right. Didn't finish with Naomi, but finished with some heavy hitting supermodels from my day. I thought the collection was nice because it gave you that tradition, that history, that archival, but also let you see what the new creative director is going to bring us for the future. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh, and there's the supermodels. Is that Alec Weck? Is that Alec Weck? I mean, he really brought them out. Oh my God, it is. Oh my God. Is that Leah Cabetti? Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm gonna go back a little bit because I didn't have my glasses on, so I didn't notice that he had all those supermodels at the end. That was amazing. Okay, we're not gonna go back that far. Let's just get to the supermodels. So it is, well, because Maria Callas, she's been on the catwalk for forever, but she has still been modeling for a long time. Oh my gosh. Okay, pause for the cause. Okay, I can't even see. It is. It's Alec Weck. I can't think of this girl's name on the side. He's got some serious supermodels on there. Karen Elson. Who's he hugging? I don't know. That's probably his family. Well, he did an amazing job. And those are all models that worked. Oh, who is that? Who is that? Okay, hang on. Maybe if we get some sound, we might be able to hear it. Hold on. Is that what's her name? Oh God, what is her name? I can't think of her name. God damn it. All right. Yeah, let's go back to the supermodels walking. And then I'm really going to end the video, I promise. It's just that I didn't realize what was happening because I didn't have my glasses on. I was so busy trying to put moisturizer on. I mean, I haven't seen Alec Weck on a catwalk in 15 years. No, Maria Callas, she's been modeling. She hasn't stopped modeling. You see her everywhere. You see her everywhere. She's still serving. I can't believe it's Alec Weck. Did Cavalli pass away? She kissed it up like Cavalli passed away. Did we miss that? I don't know. Oh my God. She still looks amazing though. Now, I couldn't pick up who this was because they don't show her close up. Who is this? Oh, that's her. What's her name? I can't think of her name, but she looks amazing. Like some of these models I don't recognize. I recognize her. I just can't think of her name. Okay. And this girl too. I can't think of her name, but she so reminded me of Naomi. Then once I saw the walk, I was like, that's not Naomi. And then Karen Elson, she's so gorgeous. That red hair. She still is an amazing model. And you see her every once in a while. She'll show up on a catwalk. And this girl is this with a V with a I can't think of her name. Marushka. No, not Marushka. Oh, maybe. I can't think of her name, but man, pulled out the supermodels. And then he's hugging somebody here at the end. And I think it's the girl that's like the most amazing like creative director from back in the day. And I cannot think of her name. Who is that? Who is he hugging? He's kissing. He's brought up on stage. Who is that? Like there used to be this one girl. She actually had like her own show for a while there. She was like one of the most incredible. Like she was all in fashion. It is her. I just can't think of. Or is that Cavalli's wife? I can't tell. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, we are. Oh, the Bottega show. I don't even have that on my list. I didn't have the Bottega show on my list. When did that show pop up? 9 hours ago. Well, we know what we're going to do. Save it. Oh, shit. I don't think. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Save it to the watch list for next week, you guys. So we got the Bottega show up. And like I said, excuse me, there's going to be a lot of shows that we are going to cover next week. You saw the list. It will get shorter as the week goes on, but there's still more collections to cover. let me share one more thing with you just really quickly. Oh shoot, that's not what I want. I'm gonna show you one more thing real quick, and then we're gonna wrap up the video. This is my London, and don't mind the colors. The colors were for me to know what day they were showing. So like there's still a lot of shows still to go. I think we may have gotten them all though. Let's see, Thursday, Friday. So there's still the Haifa show, Joe Sanders show, Versace Styles. We may have gotten them all. We may have gotten them all. But like I said, there's 37 collections that I usually cover for fashion for Milan Fashion Week. So, but I still like I got the Dior one, but I don't have D squared. That still hasn't shown yet. The Giorgio Armani show, I don't think that we're going to cover, but we got a lot of the ones on our watch list. There's still a few stragglers that might not be on the list just yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Like Susan Fang is actually a designer from London, but for some reason she popped up on my Milan list. So she might actually be showing in Milan. So there's still a lot of collections that are not on the list. I don't have Todd's show on my list yet. So we'll get there. We're going to get through all of them as we can throughout next week. So as I said, we are going to be doing the same thing that we did for New York Fashion Week. We're going to go live on Tuesday. We're going to go live on Thursday as well. So Tuesday, 6 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday to knock out the rest of these shows. You saw what we got to cover. Missoni, MM6, Sport Max, Prada, we didn't cover. Versace, we didn't cover. Gucci. Woo! Next week is going to be fun, y'all. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so it will remind you when we are going to go live. I do like to put the thumbnails up in advance so that you guys know. Always check the community tab. It will be there for you as well. We're not going to do self-care nights. That's only on Saturdays that we do the self-care nights. So Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to dress up for you guys in my best Milan-esque fashion. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know that this was a long one, but we got in a lot of collections and there's still a lot to go. That's why I was trying not to dilly-dally too far in the beginning of the video, but you know how I am. I'm a talker and I'm still talking. Let's go. You guys have an amazing rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for part 2 of Milan Fashion Week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video, hopefully with my lighting fixed. And until next time, you better believe it. Bye. Oh, that was my old saying. Man, let's try that one more time. This is where I am right now because I was sitting here looking at this light and saying my old tag. So thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until next time, stay fashionable. Bye. Now I got to end the stream, y'all. Y'all know how it goes.